Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So we're doing some analysis on USD CAD and GBP AUD. So since it's a Monday, we're just going to do everything relaxed and we're not going to force anything just because the market just opened. So on the 4-hour time frame, looking at USD CAD, zoom out your charts and look at the previous structure so that you can get to understand like what's going on in the markets. So looking at around this point, you can see that we had this as our highest point, our low, of which that confirms a break in this area here. Valid break of structure around here just because we had that 3 candle pullback around that point. So this is our high, and then now we have to look at our low so that we can see where is like a valid low. So this is a clean break around this point, and then we don't cater for these weak creations here. They're just weak creations, and they are not like the overall market structure. So the market structure came up around this point. As we can see, this is our lower high, tapping into areas of interest around this point here. So this is your nice supply zone. So let me just make sure that you can see it. So this is the supply zone that I'm talking about. Then after having that supply, which means that this is our highest point, then this is our lowest point, confirming a new break of structure again around this point here. So just like that, we know that the market is pushing to the downside, and then the bias is like overall selling opportunities. After that, we had a change of character, of which it happened around these areas here. So this high here got taken out, which means that the sellers are no longer in control. Now the buyers are taking control in the market. So this is an overall change of character or a change in direction. So this is our new low here, lower low, and then this is our higher high around that point here, showing us that the market is changing trend. So looking at the lows, you can see that this is your overall fair value gap or an imbalance. So we can cater for that imbalance. Let me just use a color of which it can be like visible or different to my supply and demand zone. So this is your overall fair value gap right there, and then your demand should be around the lows, just like that. And that is where you can start looking for buying opportunities on the lower time frame. So as you can see right there, we have to take out the previous high, of which it got taken out, giving us a new break of structure just like this. So this is a valid break of structure, and then like I told you, we need like a 3 candle pullback. So as you can see here, we had a large candle followed by a smaller candle followed by like smaller candles, and then that is when the market dropped to the downside, tapping into this area here of demand, of which I don't like trading like demand zones that are like this, just because I like to wait for the market to go deeper into that 0.5 level. As you can see, we didn't tap into that 0.5 level, of which it's still okay, just because the market does what it wants now. So you just have to focus on areas of interest so that you can get into confirmation entries. For example, here we didn't get into that 0.5 level, but we managed to get a confirmation entry on the lower time frame just around this point here. But like, you can just look at it on the lower time frame in your own spare time so that you can get to understand like these setups here. So after even the break, we already know that this is our higher low, then we have your higher high, just like that. So this is another confirmed break of structure to the upside, which means that we have established a trend to the upside. We are no longer looking for those previous sells. Now we are looking for buying opportunities. So the high here and then the low around this point. Then if you pull this back a bit and try and zoom out, you'll notice that we had a double bottom around here, of which that is liquidity. And then make sure that you check out all the liquidity areas, just because you will be trapped in a wrong trade if you do not focus on those things. And around here we have the liquidity, like I told you. Let me make sure that I'm catering for it so that you can see it. So just like that, we have liquidity, and then we know that the market has to take out the liquidity or sweep out the liquidity before we can start looking for those buys. So around here, this is your demand zone sitting right below that area of liquidity. So around here, this is our high, and then it had to be taken out, of which it did get taken out just like that. So now we are looking at the current market structure, and then we are trying to figure out where the market will go. Obviously, we are still looking for buying opportunities, and then if you want to take counter trend you can just do that, tapping into like maybe an area of interest. Let's say maybe you take a sell around this point, and then you just wait for the market to gravitate towards an area of interest, let's say this one or this one here. But like, I don't recommend anyone doing that. Just wait for the area of interest to get tapped into, then that is when you can get to decide if you're buying or selling. So from the low to the high, just because this is our last swing low, as you can see right there, this is our last swing low, that is like our low. So around this point, what I'll be waiting for is for the market to tap into the first area, of which is this one here, demand zone, just like that. And then the second area would be at the golden zone, of which that is where I like to take most of my trades. So around here, this is the demand zone, of which it's in the golden zone, just like that. Let me just make sure that you can see it. So the swing low is around that point, and then let's just make sure that we don't have any liquidity sitting around this point. So it got swept through, as you can see right here. This is a double bottom liquidity, and then it got swept and the market started pushing up. So the overall idea is for us just to wait for this and then get a confirmation, then we start buying, or we wait for the market to tap into this area of interest, then we start buying. But like, let's just look at the 1 hour time frame. Maybe we can get to refine all those zones. So let me just remove this and remove this around here. So just like that, we have a clean price action. So let me just check if there's anything we left out on the higher time frame, just because everything is squeezed up. Each candle is like 1 hour. So around here we have a smaller demand zone, or the golden zone, around that point. And then around here it seems like we had liquidity, but everything got filled up around these areas here. So I'm just gonna stick to all these two areas that we have marked out at the moment. Confirmation, risk entry, knowing that we anticipate the market to push to the upside on USD CAD. So let's just look at GBP AUD. So GBP AUD, still the same method, or still the same system. We're looking at the 4 hour time frame, look at the current market structure, and then as you can see here, this is your low, lower high, lower low, lower high, tapping into this area of interest right here, filling the imbalance. As you can see, we had like an imbalance here, and then the market can just react nicely to a fair value gap, whereby you get a confirmation entry, then you can take it to the downside or to the upside depending on the setup that you have. So right there we have a break of structure right around this point, just like that. Then after that we had another break of structure, which it's this one here, around this area here. So around this point we have like anticipated like some selling opportunities, of which I waited for them and then they didn't come up. So from the high to the low, just like that, we can see that the market failed to tap into that golden zone, of which is around this point here. And that's where I like most of my setups should be, the golden zone, and then the market will just drop to the downside or melt to the downside. So just around this point we failed to tap into that area, but like we have like established a trend, just because we are looking for sales. And then we already know that whenever the market taps above that 0.5 level, we can start looking for those nice selling opportunities. So that is the supply. Then you can see on the lower time frame there was a confirmation, so we're just waiting for the market to take out this low here. If we take out this low, that would be nice, but like on the lower time frame we're going to figure out if we can get another opportunity to take it to the downside, taking out the low. So let's just look at the 1 hour time frame. So the 1 hour, let's just check. So on the 1 hour, if we zoom out, there is an area of interest right around this point here. As you can see, a smaller supply zone with just a wick. And then the 30-minute, just to make sure that we are catering for the structures correctly, guys. So the 30-minute time frame, let's just check. So there is nothing on the 30-minute time frame, of which this, if you took a risk entry around this point, you would have been taken out. Around here you would have been taken out. Let's say maybe you take a shot here, your stop loss is just above, you would have been taken out. and then this is like the extreme. I think the extreme should have been around this point here, and then this is like a double top formation. Let me just check. Double top formation seems like a double top formation, but like it's okay. Let me just leave it at that, just because we had that structure pushing to the downside. As you can see from the low, we had a high, low, high, low, high, and then everything that I'm marking out here is internal. Né? We have a high, a low, and then you have your high, low, high, then we had a lower low, lower high, then a lower low, of which that confirmed a change of character on the lower time frame to show us that we can start looking for those cells. So change of character within this area here, and the market tapped nicely into the supply zone, as you can see right there. So confirmation entries are very good, just because you will avoid losses like this one here. But like whenever the market drops to the downside without any confirmation, then that is when you get the problem. Or let's say maybe you take an entry here, you get stopped out, then you can enter again using the confirmation entry. So around this point, the market pushed down to around 5%, of which it's nice, but like we're not focusing on those things. So around here, we had a nice break of structure. You can also confirm using the 3 candle pullback. As you can see, this was not the low, this is the low, just because we had 1, 2, 3. That is the pullback. So we pulled back into the supply zone nicely around this point. Then we also had a fair value gap just around that point. Né? Sorry about that, guys. Né? So we had that fair value gap around that point. Then we had another break of structure, of which it's this one here. Now we are at that area, guys. As you can see, this is the break of structure, and then I'll be looking for cells around this point here, and then this is the current market structure. So if you want to hop on this trade idea here, you can just do that, guys. You can enter around here, and then your stop loss can be just above right there, and then knowing that you're taking a 1 to 2. That is if you want to take a 1 to 2, but like if you don't like 1 to 2s, you can just wait for at least maybe a confirmation on the 15-minute time frame, of which that would be a bit better, just because you can maybe have like more risk to reward. But like there's no need for you to chase more risk to reward, just because still the same, guys. 1 is to 2 is better, like I said. So this is the liquidity area, as you can see right there. Then maybe we can take out this low here. Seems like it got taken out. Let me just check. So let's say maybe we take out this low, just because it seems like we had a lower low, lower high formation, and then this is an area of supply. So maybe if we take out this low here, then maybe we can enter into a trade just like that. Then maybe we can have good risk to reward. Ne? So let me just remove that, and this is an area of supply again, and then you enter around this point, stops just above. The liquidity has been swept, so this would be a great 8% trade. That is if everything works out as planned. If the setup does not like work out as you planned it, just leave it at that and look for another setup on other pairs. So I think I've explained most of the things that you need to be looking at on GBP AUD and USD CAD. Make sure that you check them out, analyze for yourself, see if you can enter on them. But like if you cannot, then leave it at that, guys. Look for setups that will satisfy you in like all your trading plans. So I'll see you on another video. Peace and love.